Hey guys, how you doing? It's the Real Bearded Businessman coming back at you with another installment of the Small Creator Interview Series. Bet you're probably trying to figure out why I'm wearing sunglasses like a crazy person inside. Well, stay tuned and find out. Hey guys, welcome back. Like I said in the intro, I am the Real Bearded Businessman. Hope you guys are really enjoying the Small Creator Interview Series. I've been getting a lot of great feedback from it, and one of the biggest questions I'm getting is Bearded Businessman, how do I participate in this? And honestly, my requirement is you just got to be active on the channel. You know, check out the social media, stuff like that. Because after all, if I can't find you, I can't interview you. So that's really my my requirement, and I'm excited to find new people to interview. And this is so far, I feel like this interview series is definitely educational because I'm getting a lot of different a lot of different new experiences from different small creators. And I think at the end of the day, we're all coming together and building a community of small creators to really, capitalize and maximize our success on YouTube or really any platform that we attempt. So I think it's great. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of awesome feedbacks. So how about I get into that intro, right? So I talked about the sunglasses, and you're still probably going, this guy's inside and he's wearing sunglasses. Is his light kit too bright? No, that's not it. The real reason that I'm wearing these sunglasses is because the next guest, or is it guests, actually right now are doing quite a bit of traveling. And not only now, but they always do a lot of traveling. But right now, they're in a nice, sunny, warm place. And without further ado, let's check out the interview. All right. So first question for you guys. Who are you? Please introduce yourselves, and what's your YouTube channel all about?
I'm Brian Garcia.
I'm Erin Kolbick. Together we are
Be Adventure Partners.
We didn't plan that. It's just how it goes now. Yeah, so we have a YouTube channel now. Didn't start that way.
Nope.
Started on Facebook.
Okay.
Slugged it out hard on Facebook for a long time, like 2 years almost.
2 years on Facebook. And then we figured out that we needed a YouTube channel.
Yeah, because our stuff wasn't being found on our Facebook stuff wasn't being Googled. Like you could find us, but all the blood, sweat, and tears we were pouring into content, like content's not searchable on Facebook. So we were like, what is our blog? So we're already doing that. That was cool. We weren't putting a lot of effort into that. And then our YouTube channel. We're literally taking our Facebook Lives and just dumping them onto YouTube, which is no good at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
So one day, it was July 11th, maybe a couple days before that of 2018, we went through this whole set of depression as like entrepreneurs like go through these highs and lows where it's like super high or super low.
We were both crying.
And what happened was we had this realization that we've been spending so much money on Facebook ads, and the ads are shown and then they stop whenever you hit the stop button. Organically, no matter how big your channel is, Facebook business page organically is terrible for distribution unless you go with paid also. And then your organic starts going up along with paid. It's a weird sort of algorithm thing that they've got going on.
Because
but super powerful.
My mind.
Yeah.
It's a social platform. So it's built social. It's not built as much for business unless you're a paying player in business.
And so we'd been running with a blog for quite a while. And one thing about blogging is that it is a long-term gain. So if someone's starting a business right off the bat, get a blog started because it's not going to blow up in 3 months. It's not going to blow up in 2 months or something like that. And if someone's needing to make money online, a blog is kind of a slow way to go, but it's also a necessary thing because it establishes authority over the long term. And so we were trying to figure out how do you leverage organic traffic faster And that's when we figured out we should have been investing at least part of our time into a YouTube channel that answers people's questions, provides solutions to their problems, relievers to their pain,
entertains them,
and most importantly, entertains them as well. Because our content was more focused on creating the business, and we were traveling full time at that time also. But our content wasn't showing the destinations that we were going to. And so
our Airbnb like this.
Yeah. So it'd be just like us sitting in a room, us sitting on a couch sort of thing. And so now we've transformed it into not necessarily a travel channel, but showing the experiences that we go on which is a result of us building our business online and having YouTube as a component of it. So now we're able to reach more people faster because people aren't necessarily just wanting to know the know-how. They also want to know how's this going to benefit them? How's my future going to look if I do these? If I build a business online, how's my future going to look? Like, because it's not the business people are wanting normally, it's what the business can do for them, right? So that's how that all comes around.
Okay, awesome.
People told us our videos were boring. They're like, your videos are so boring. You're supposed to be adventure partners, not boring partners. And we were like, we were devastated. We thought we were doing such a good job. Like, we were like,
I love your videos. Yeah.
Well, our old videos, people were like, these suck. You're not going on adventures. Prove it. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Kind of changed, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So you actually covered one of my other questions too. So that's great there. But one of the big things that I've always been curious about, honestly, after watching your videos is what, like for you guys, what was your jumping off point? What, if you don't mind elaborating on what made you guys decide, hey, we could travel full time?
That was way before YouTube, a couple years before YouTube. I started learning online business in 2015. I was a firefighter full time in Austin, Texas, doing the 24 hours on, 48 hours off, up to my elbows in blood, cracking ribs, doing CPR, going to terrible car crashes and tragic fires and stuff. And the pain that I experienced on medical calls in people's lives, more people are in financial problems, not dialing 911, that they all have the technology to get themselves out of. This phone has a camera on it. Most people have a smartphone these days. Most people have a laptop that they could do things. So like I started seeing that for myself even before we met. I was like, you know what? There's got to be a way to leverage this internet thing and build a business online so I could do more of what I wanted to in life instead of feeling like I had to be chained down to a job that was fun in some cases, but mentally disturbing the majority of the time, that I had to get out of that. So that was kind of like my push to start learning the online arena, so to speak.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was getting into, to be really honest. I was a hairstylist. So then I had a friend whose mom was in a personal development business. And that's all I knew. I knew that she was in personal development and she did public speaking. And I also knew that Debbie, here's her name, would wander around her backyard, gardening, wearing a swimsuit on a headset. And I was like, that looks appealing to me. She does public speaking. And Amy, her daughter, is like, yeah, she does. And I was like, I want to do public speaking. Like I had this big epiphany when I went to Guatemala on a yoga retreat that I could help people on a greater level than just a one-on-one basis in the chair. And I was helping a lot of people. Like people were coming back to me for therapy sessions more than haircuts. So I was like, okay, there's something to this. I want to talk on stage. I got a hold of this woman and I was like, how do I get involved with what you're doing? She's like, she's like, this is a personal development company. You sell this personal development stuff. It's all online. People are making $100,000 a month. And I was like, that sounds rad. So I jumped on board like right away. I went and got my butt to the bank. I got out like a $35,000 loan so I could buy all the products. The products are personal development cruises around the world. So you go on a cruise, you do like an event, and you mix, mingle, and schmooze and go to places. So I fully invested in this thing, not knowing a thing about online business or what it even was. I didn't even know what marketing was. And they're like, oh, you're in a network marketing company. I was like, I had no clues, literally went in blind, but I knew a few things. I want to make videos because I figured that could help people. And I want to write a blog because I have a lot to say. So I started a YouTube channel and I didn't do a lot with it. I had no idea how to do that. I did a bit of Instagram and the blog. I've really focused on the blog a lot. But like, I didn't know what I was doing. And that's how I met Brian. We were both floundering in online business, or like
we were new at it, just like everybody else.
So I think you guys kind of touched on it before, but I'm curious so when you first started your YouTube channel, has your niche or has your direction of your channel taken any turns, or has it been a pretty well straight line for you?
So there was never a straight line even before the channel. Like we had here so many different times with potential audiences, trying to, define who the avatar was, go in one direction, figuring out that didn't really feel well. Starting off initially with just affiliate marketing and actually having network marketing components in there as well, which we don't do the network marketing side of it any longer. Not to say it's a bad business model. There's nothing wrong with network marketing, but for the direction that we went, we wanted control over our business. We wanted to ultimately have our own product and our own service. We know too many people personally who were either affiliates of different companies or they were part of network marketing companies that got shut down, or the program changed, the compensation plan changed, and they went from great incomes to barely anything.
Yeah, and we were also paying a lot of money into those network marketing companies because we were a part of like 5 or something together. So we were just like hemorrhaging money into being a part of a thing that we were supposed to be making money with. And that was kind of like, just like, why are we spending all this money on a product that we don't even really believe in? Because when we believe in something like an affiliate product, or if we found a network marketing company that we really believed in, we could beat that drum. But if you don't fully believe in whatever it is you're offering, even if you create it, if you don't believe in it, you're not going to sell it. People are going to sniff it out and they're going to know and be like, oh, like you don't even believe in it. Why would I want to buy it? Just because it's worth a lot of money to you? Like, wow.
Right, I got you.
So when we segued into using YouTube as a platform in which it was intended to use for episodic type films and informational how-tos, a lot of people going to YouTube are looking for how to do stuff. And if you can present it in a way that's entertaining, educational, and inspirational, motivational also, people tend to get hooked on that because it's easy to watch, it's fun to watch, and they're getting value from it, film after film after film, video after video, however you want to describe it.
So I guess, so my normal next question is, what surprised you guys about, I guess, something that you didn't expect since starting your channel? But if you want to even branch it out to any one of your other social medias or your online business, what's something that you didn't expect and then found along the way that surprised you?
That's a good question.
I've got a quick funny answer, but I'll probably segue into another answer after she answers also. But we actually went to a live event last year, and at the event, people were lining up to take pictures with us. I did not expect that this soon to be a celebrity per se. And it was
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
That was
what's cool about that also is that those people were posting those images on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and they were tagging our business in it. That is an organic way to grow your business. So like when people are like, hey, can we take a picture with you? Example, we were just at Cajas National Park here in Ecuador. And there were some people who just wanted to take their picture with us. They had no idea who we were, but we're not Ecuadorian. She's
right.
And so during the conversation after the picture, we're all like, hey, when you post that, be sure to tag Be Adventure Partners on there. And
That's
so
great. Okay.
they went, subscribed to our YouTube channel. They went and added us as friends, I think, on Facebook. And so now
free
we're
marketing.
Free marketing. Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. I guess like the most surprising thing, this is kind of like a bummer, but it's a good thing at the same time, is like when you get started in online business, your like expectation is like a paycheck. Like if you're from a job mentality, you get a paycheck bi-weekly and you're like, okay, I've been working my butt off for 2 weeks. Like I expect to get paid, and then you don't. And then you don't get paid for a year. And you're like, oh my God, like I'm over this. Like I need to get paid
for 2 years.
Or like me, I didn't make time for 2 full years. So there's this like expectation, and it's surprising when it doesn't happen, you don't get paid. Like that's really surprising. But on the other side of it, there's a lot of growth. And I think that this is like the positive, super big benefit to this, is that phase forces you to work like a dog. It like brings you out of your shell, and it's like the entrepreneurial exploration period. So even if you're not making money and you make like a few $100 here and there, and you're like, okay, I'm making a few $100, like every single dime you make, you earned yourself. You didn't go to a job and have to like do the things somebody else is telling you to do. That's your freedom money. So every single cent you make of freedom money, cherish that. And then cherish the growth phases. So you're going through a growth phase and it's really stinking hard. That growth phase always pushes you to learn something new, to connect with somebody else, to read a new book, to find a new mentor, whatever it is. And then guess what? There's going to be another growth period where all of a sudden more money comes, or your business develops in a new way. You learn a new tagline, your branding gets better, your YouTube videos all of a sudden are more like aesthetically pleasing, or you find that words are flowing to you better. Like every single one of those things is a reward and a win, and it's surprising. I would say those little wins are surprising if you let them be. If you are looking at it in like a negative sense of like, oh, this isn't happening for me, then maybe you're not meant to be an entrepreneur.
So one of the other things, actually, as you guys were talking, is so a lot of new folks out there are obviously don't have a whole lot going on as far as they don't have the big cameras, the real high end editing stations and all. The high end editing desktops and stuff. And so I know that you guys constantly being out there and doing your thing, you can't be doing the same thing either. So I'm kind of curious. Are you guys really doing this off of a couple laptops, a couple cameras?
Right here.
Watch your dingleberry.
Oh yeah, watch my dingleberry. Here, I've got this.
Here, unplug that one.
No, show them because it's funny.
Oh, that one too?
Yeah, this is my setup. No. This is my setup. I have a laptop and this big clunky hard drive that I have to have set up when I'm editing.
They're smaller hard drives, people. So don't feel like you need to
I wish I knew that
hold the yellow pages or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the setup. And then I usually float around with a GoPro 7, and Brian usually is running the Canon ADD. But on our road trip, I started learning how to use the Canon, and now I'm like, this GoPro stinks. It's okay. It's not the same.
Yeah, the Canons are very versatile. You can do a lot with them.
Yeah. So we both have MacBook Pros. Mine's like a 2015, just silver aluminum. Hers is about the same year, maybe a year newer or something like that. A year older, 2014 maybe. And then other than that, we both travel with 3 2-terabyte hard drives.
So excellent, guys. Well, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate. I got one more thing for you. Essentially just, if you don't mind reminding everybody out there, who you guys are and what your channel is.
Yeah. We are B Adventure Partners. That's BE Adventure Partners. And our YouTube channel is B Adventure Partners. And our website is B Adventure Partners.
Everything
and our
B
Facebook,
Adventure Partners.
Everything's B Adventure Partners, except Instagram. It's B Adventure Partners Official. So,
because we forgot our password for the other one.
Yeah, and I'm sure that there might be links down in the description, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I'll throw some links down there.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
this
we
was
really
super
appreciate
fun. Really nice to actually get to meet you.
Yeah, definitely. No, this has been fun. This has been a blast, and I want to thank you guys for all your support on my channel. You guys have definitely been a huge, huge support for me, and definitely helped me progress some of my stuff along. So I really want to thank you as well.
No problem.
Yeah, keep
and if
rocking
you're
it.
watching this right now, be sure to hit subscribe on The Real Bearded Businessman, because he's bringing it to you raw and real.
Yeah.
Just like bearded businessmen do.
Absolutely.